telling you the story of how I got my driver's license. Please comment down below if you like my story time series. I'm having fun with it, but just want to hear your feedback. Hopefully there will be more to come. Also, sorry I missed last week. I had a fever, and by the time I got to the weekend when I usually would post a video, I was just so weak and I was still kind of sick, and then I wasn't even really well till Monday, and I had a bunch of school to catch up on because I was sick for about a week. So it just wasn't really gonna work out. So I'm sorry I missed last week, but I'm here now, so I hope you enjoy this video. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, as I said before, I was sick for a week. So I went on a week before last Wednesday, and the day before is when I had a temperature, and I felt fine. It was really weird because on Tuesday I just felt tired, a little nauseous, but I was like, oh, it's probably nothing. So I just went on with my day. And then I got to dance and I was like, okay, I'm really tired and I'm freezing, which is really weird for me. So I, told my friend how I was feeling, and she was like, go home, just go home. And I argued a little bit and she was like, no, go home. So I went home and I rested. And then the next day I felt a little bit better. So I was like, okay, my temperature is back down and I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm gonna go take my driver's test, because that was what we had planned anyway, and I really didn't want to skip it because I was so nervous. So we dropped my brother off at work. I drove to the DMV, and we got there and I was like, I want to take a driving test, and we'd had some snow recently, and they were like, oh, I don't know if we're doing rides today. So, more stress. But then we eventually found out they were. And they're like, okay, here's your number, da-da-da. I went and sat down, got out my book, expecting, 7-hour wait, because that's usually what it is. And I get everything out, and I'm ready to just start reading, doing homework, all that stuff. They called my number the second we sat down. I was like, what? So I went up there, and she's like, okay, we're gonna have you take a picture, answer these questions, da-da-da, is all this information correct? Here's your eye test, da-da-da. When sat in the waiting area to take the test, 5 minutes later, I'm off taking the test. So it was just like, go, 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 go. And then I got in the car, she had me test all the signals and the horn and the blinkers and all that. And then we went on the road. I got out of the parking lot, took 3 lefts, went through a neighborhood, took 3 rights, and came back. And that was it. I had 2 tiny mistakes. One was I rolled through a stop sign, and then the other was I went over the crosswalk to make a right at a red light, which you're supposed to stop before the crosswalk, and then inch forward only if you absolutely have to. So, yeah. Those were the only mistakes I made, though. I passed, obviously, and she told me I did a good job, and the lady who had me take the eye test and everything was excited for me, told me I did a good job, gave me the receipt, and told me to be safe driving. Then I went over to where my mom was waiting for me, and she was just like, yay! She got really excited. I think she was more nervous than I was, if that's possible. So then, we just finished our errands. I drove the whole time, and yeah, and then after I wasn't, okay, here's the joke. I get my driver's license, I help my mom do the errands thinking I'm gonna go to dance that day, because I feel better. But then I start feeling worse again. So I decide to stay home because I have a really bad cough. And then the next day, I wake up and I'm even worse. So then I'm sick all the way through Sunday. So get my driver's license, and then I get quarantined to my room and get cabin fever with a driver's license, just waiting around, being able to do nothing. So then Monday, there's not a car available, so I got to drive, but not by myself. And then Tuesday, I finally got to drive by myself because I was, feeling a little nervous about driving by myself for the first time. So I was just like, Mom, can I borrow your car so I can drive 10 minutes away to go to Starbucks and do homework? And she's like, fine. And so I made it there and did homework, and then I came back and I was like, okay, now I can do anything. And then I drove myself to dance a couple days ago, and that went well, so it's all okay now. But yeah, it was an experience getting here, and yeah. But here I am, fully licensed. My real one came in the mail. It's all good. And I'm pretty excited to be a licensed driver. I mean, I've never been a huge fan of driving. It's functional and it has its purpose in life, but I'm not like, oh, I'm so excited to be a driver, because I mean, someday I'll have a car and I'll be able to just do things, but right now I still don't have a car because don't have money for one, don't have time to get a job, but I think that it'll be more fun as I get older probably and more comfortable with driving by myself. But yeah, for now I am more functional as a human being. But yeah, that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Story Time, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to hit the little bell when you subscribe. Yes, when, not if, when. And yeah, make sure you tell me what you want me to do next, if you like this series, if you don't. I really want to hear feedback, and I want to make this channel as good as it can be, and I really enjoy doing this. Love you all. Bye.